Chris Hopkins stares them down, and as they exit turn 4, the green flags fly. Scott Warrior off to a terrible start with the 6X, and we've got a problem as the flags are out. The 15 of Anderson is around in the infield. The yellow flag comes out immediately. For whatever reason, we do not know, but Scott Warrior could not get the pole car up to speed, and with just an incredible amount of luck and a lot of very, very good drive. The Ollie's Restaurant Machine. Let's see what happens. Here they come, Raleigh, and we're going to try one more time. This time it is Bob Potter to set the pace. Off the 4th turn, here they come, down to the line. Green flags fly, and it is Potter who does indeed jump out in front to set the pace early. Potter is right there, but here comes Tom Tagg. Tagg tries to wind up the 3. We've got a few problems developing in the back of the pack, but they seem to sort themselves out. Potter, however, maintains the lead, and here comes Bo Gunning down low. It is the 33 with Gunning, the 3 of Tagg, the 86 of Georgitis, as they all chase down the 51 of Bob Potter. Now Gunning is able to put away Tom Tagg, and Gunning pulls right up on the rear bumper of our leader. Could it be time for a lead change? Bo Gunning thinks so. Bob Potter does not think so, as both cars bobble just a little bit off of turn number 4. They're back down across the stripe, and Potter continues to set the pace.
Not very often that Bob Potter is on the pole, but that tells you what kind of season he's having. And anyway, this might be the opportunity with that great starting spot. He's a man who usually is very patient, but here he is out in front right from the start.
Potter brings him back down across the line. If you notice, Bob is not running the racetrack all that conservatively. He looks good going into turn number 1, but the car appears to be pushing just a little bit between 3 and 4, and the yellow flag is out. There appears to be some debris right out here on the front straightaway, and Chris...
He's trying to get back into the pits, but he can't move very fast because of the severity of the bend. And yeah, we don't know which car came out of it. It's definitely an offset weight to get the chassis upright.
All right, thanks so much, Tony Sutton. In the infield, green flag is out. We're back underway. Potter again, just a little bit loose off of 4. Bo Gunning tries to take advantage, and we head down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Gunning is not able to make the move. Potter maintains the lead. Gunning runs 2nd. 3rd is Tom Tagg. 4th is the 86 of Georgitis. Keep your eyes on car number 13, Ted Christopher. Ever since he brought that car to this racetrack 3 events ago, he has been virtually unbeatable with it. And he's going to try to take home yet another checkered flag tonight.
Well, he's looking for room now. Under Brother Mike, Tom Tagg drops off the pace. The number 3. Pulling into the infield. And contact his car deal. Goes sliding into the infield. We make stay on the green.
We've got some debris up in turn number 4. In front of the 2 towers, the Winston VIP Tower and the Charbonneau Tower.
Okay, some of our car deal made it back into the lineup. But now we're ready to go. Okay, Russ.
All right, green is back out, Raleigh. Here they come. Bob Potter is able to fend off the charges of Bo Gunning. But Mike Christopher is right there with the 82. Yellow flag comes right back out, and you can see why up in turn number 4. Boy, have we got them scattered around up there. Dave Bergman rolls very slowly with car number 10. The O'Donnell 87 also is headed down from there. We are looking at what we believe is the Burt Marvin 07 up against the wall, along with a cloud of dust in the infield. And that could very well be John Sneed in the 55 car. We believe that it is. And there is one other car that's involved. And at the moment, we're unable to determine just which car that is. Well, those of you who are seated in that area and have a good shot at it.
Is it the 34?
Is it a stick like gum or what? We'll find out.
Good stuff.
All right, there we go. In goes the pace car, and we're ready. Chris Hopkins looking the field over. We've got the green flag, and we're back underway. Bo Gunning loses a little ground as he went a little wide.
And a problem with Mike Paquette's car as well. He was very, very slow at the start, and you can see him pulling way up high out of harm's way with the Universal Welding car number 1. So a tough break for one of the top runners in this division, Mike Paquette out of Naugatuck. Back to the front we go. It is the 51 of Potter leading the charge, followed by Bo Gunning in car number 33. They're running 1-2. Gunning takes a peek to the inside. Off of turn 2, a challenge for the lead. Down the backstretch they go, side by side into turn 3. Potter on the high side, Gunning right down to the low groove. As they exit turn 4, a brand new leader is Bo Gunning in car number 33. But Potter does not want to give up easily. Potter tries to battle back on the outside. Gunning has the advantage of the lower groove. They encounter lap traffic, zip right on by. Rally, this is what it's all about. Open wheels side-by-side racing. Potter and Gunning actually touch wheels. And now Mike Christopher is right there, providing a little assistance for Potter. Who will it be as they exit turn 2? This is incredible wheel-to-wheel racing with Bo Gunning and Bob Potter just going at it tooth and nail, side-by-side. Mike Christopher is there. A tremendous race for the band here at Stafford.
Oh, great action. And Steve Shawansky is closing in on our lead pack. So we're going to have ourselves a four-way battle coming up momentarily. We're coming in now to complete 10 laps. And look at this duel for the lead. One more time off turn 4. They come to the line and it's Potter regaining the edge. Great action. Mike Christopher electing to take that outside groove too. And Christopher takes over the second spot.
Incredible driving by the drivers of the Winston Racing Series Modified. Bob Potter leads the charge. Mike Christopher is next, followed by Bo Gunning and Steve Shawansky. Single file, the top 4 run bumper to bumper. Christopher now right on the rear bumper of our leader. Bob Potter wants this to be his first win. He has led with the exception of a couple of circuits all night long. Potter continues to set the pace down into turn 1. Potter and Christopher running nose to tail, bumper to bumper. Bo Gunning holds on for third. Shawansky is next. And here comes Lloyd Agor in car number 22 as he begins to reel in those leaders. Those top 5, Raleigh, have pretty much managed to pull away from the rest of the pack. And they are setting a torrid pace here. 13 laps up on the scoreboard. 2 more circuits, and we'll be at the halfway point.
All right, great action off turn 4 one more time as they now complete lap 14. 16 to go. When will Mike Christopher make his move? We shall see. Ted sidelined with mechanical problems, so Mike is out there doing what he can. Teddy having chalked up 2 wins in a row. Can Mike keep it in the Christopher family? Bob Potter looking for his first win as we are now at the halfway mark. Steve Shawansky now all over the back bumper of Bo Gunning. So we'll have a battle for third place coming up shortly. Meanwhile, fine effort by Lloyd Agor as he continues to close in on Shawansky. Off the turn one more time. Christopher looking to the inside. Decides, well, they'll hold up another lap at least. Here they come again. Christopher looks to the inside of Potter. Down the backstretch. Nose to tail. Gunning, meanwhile, holding on to that number 3 spot. 17 now complete as the laps really now start to tick by. Let's see if Christopher makes his move this time. Here he comes to the inside again. And Potter's able to hold him off one more time. Don't make a mistake. That's the key for Potter right now.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Bob Potter and Mike Christopher. Christopher takes another quick look to the inside. Off the second turn, however, the horsepower underneath the hood of car number 51 serves Potter well. Brings him deep into turn number 3. They come back down off the 4. Potter again, a little bit loose off turn 4. Crosses the line with 19 laps now posted up on the scoreboard. 11 left to run. Michael down low, 6 to the nose of the 82 there. But again, Potter is able to use the horsepower to his advantage. These 2 drivers really going at it in close wheel-to-wheel competition. And don't take your eyes for 1 minute off of the Bo Gunning, Steve Shawansky, Lloyd Agor 3-way battle for position number driver, Mike Christopher. Can Bob Potter score his first victory of the 1993 season here at Stafford with car number 51? 8.5 laps from now, we will have the answer to that. Right now, he appears to be in very good stead as Mike Christopher works the rear bumper, looks for running room, high groove, low groove, any way he possibly can. But Potter is driving a picture-perfect race with a somewhat ill-handling race car, but he is doing the job the very best he can, and that's all that it's going to take tonight in order for him to take down a win. Back off of turn 4, we head for the stripe. This time, 7 laps remain to be run for Potter, for Christopher, for Gunning, for Shawansky, and for Agor. Lap traffic now faces our leader as he heads down the back straightaway into turn number 3, up and around the 87 of O'Donnell. Both cars make it by. As they exit turn 4, they've got the 34 of Paul Tremblay right directly in front of them. Paul drops the car down a little bit low, but now pulls up high and lets Potter sneak down on the low side. So they're able to negotiate their way through the lap traffic. And this time by, we'll have but 5 laps to go. 5 circuits, that's it, 2.5 miles from now. And Bob Potter may just be in victory lane. It's been a long dry spell for Potter, and he would like to end that right here, right now, tonight. Talking with Bobby tonight in the pit area. How you doing? He said, depressed. Let's see if we can get rid of that depression. Back to turn 1. Mike is right there. Takes a look down low. Bob is able to once again motor off that second turn and maintain the advantage. 27 will go up on the scoreboard and only 3 laps remain to be run. A very emotional night for a man who has won many, many feature events, but has looked for his first for 8 events. He has been shut out of victory lane and would like to be able to mark off his first victory of the 93 season here tonight. He's only 2 laps from doing it. And can Bob Potter return to victory lane? It's looking better and better by the moment. Mike Christopher becoming more and more determined by the moment as Michael now pulls up alongside. Down the backstretch they go. Potter takes it in just that much deeper. Potter maintains the advantage and the yellow flag is out. We've got to spin up in turn number 4, and this is something that Bob Potter did not want to see for this event. All right, so 28 laps up on the scoreboard. Now, keep in mind that for a restart, we go back to the last completed green flag lap for scoring purposes and for women.
And we have members of the Futures Women's Professional Tour in Westfield at Shaker Farms Country Club. Great golfers. The leader after the first round shot a 4 under par 68 today. So if you don't want to make that long trek and fight the crowds in Cromwell for the Canada GHO, hop on up to Westfield and see the Michelob Futures Charity Golf Classic. How's that? Saturday and Sunday. 36 holes yet to go. All right. Now, here we go. Ready for the resumption of action. Bob Potter on the pole, and Bob gets the jump one more time on Christopher and resumes the lead. But now here comes Christopher surging back, and he'll try to do it on the outside right now. Side by side. Great action. Rush down the backstretch they go, and we have a new leader.
Into turn number 3. Christopher has the advantage. He's on the high side, however. Here comes Potter battling back on the inside. Off the turn, they rub wheels. Michael actually goes up and almost touches the wall, so Gunning is all over his rear bumper. Potter has re-grabbed the lead. Off the turn and down the backstretch. Final circuit for the modified. It is Bob Potter in command. Mike Christopher running in the second spot. Here they come, down to the checkered flags, and it will be Norwich, Connecticut driver Bob Potter in for the win. Christopher finishes in the second spot. Bo Gunning, who checks in for 3rd. Then it was Steve Shawansky, Lloyd Agor, and the 86 of Bob Georgitis. That, of course, an unofficial finish, but what a great night it is tonight for the driver from Norwich, a man who has been shut out of victory lane for 9 events this year, and takes home all the bacon here tonight. So a credit for victory lane. Woo-hoo. It is car number 51, Bob Potter, driving slowly back up the straightaway here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And what a happy fellow this man is going to be as he heads back to Norwich tonight after claiming a win. His first of the 93 season here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. He is greeted by Chris Hopkins and Todd Drew there with the trophies. And, of course, all the photographers. And in just a matter of moments, he will be climbing out of the race car and will be receiving the congratulations of all the folks here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. And what a great, great night this is going to be for Bob, for Jiggs, and for the entire P&J Tire Freddy's TV crew. Bob proudly displaying the checkered flag down there in Victory Lane and smiling from ear to ear. Todd Drew takes the flag, and now Bob will climb out of the race car. And what do you say as he climbs out? Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for Bob Potter. Bob making his way over to Tony Sutton, and we'll get a word with tonight's champion in just a moment.
He's been sidelined a little bit, and the congratulations obviously go very deep through this group. He's a very popular guy, and as you said, it was a tough struggle for the beginning of the year, but here we are. Victory stands, the number 51, Winston Modified Bob Potter. First off, that was a great drive. I mean, you had to work hard for it. First, Gunning was all over you, and then Christopher was all over you. Tell us about the race.
Well, the car wasn't going. It was real loose, but, I was still trying to win a race out there. The last lap and a half, I got Mikey up there, but, hey, I don't like to get banged on the ass a lot either, you know what I mean? So I figure, hey, one turn deserves another.
We didn't see any sparks from down here like in the past. I know there have been some. It's nice to see you up here. I know you've worked really hard this year. What's been the problem? The car is not just hooking up, or has it just been bad luck, or what's been going on?
Well, we got an experimental front end on our car, and, we've been having our hands full trying to get it to work, but it seemed like we had a pretty good nose tonight. We just had no ass.
Well, you sure definitely handled what you had because you stayed in front of everybody, including a number of yellow flags. And once again, congratulations, Bob Potter, for winning the modifieds. Also, John Maybury is going to come up and he'd like to say just a couple of words for all the folks that turned out here tonight.
Hey, first of all, I want to compliment Bob. He did a great job. Everybody's got to admit that was a great race right to the end. You got a qualified classic driver here doing a good job for us tonight. I want to make sure I thank all the employees, friends, family, everybody that helped put tonight's show together, and I want to make sure that everybody understands I really appreciate the turnout, and it's great to see this kind of support for racing. It's great to see this kind of support for Stafford. There's no better track in the Northeast for this kind of Friday night racing.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Maybury.
Nice and easy. Here they come. It is Bill Davis and Art Caruso to bring the field around. Slowly but surely, they begin to accelerate up through the gearbox. They come. Green flag is out from John Maybury, and we are underway with the feature event for the Pro Stock. Into turn number 2, it is car 12, Caruso, setting the early pace as they head down the back straightaway. Here comes Anderson in the 11. Davis drops back into position number 3 as they exit turn 4, back down to the line. Art Caruso is out in front. Dave Hendrick is the 54 and Brad Boyce to the 36. All of them now trying to get to the front, 3 wide in turn 1. It is Rich Vassar way down low. Lawrenson makes it 3 wide with the 99, and he sneaks up into position number 6.
And poor Davis sees cars flying all around him, and he keeps dropping back in the field. But meanwhile, on the backstretch, Robert Jonas' car is dropping way off the pace, and Mike Dino throwing sparks from under the 33. But he's out of harm's way. They continue to roar down the backstretch, and it is still Caruso in the lead. Kenny Anderson second, but a lot of shuffling going on behind them. Here we go. Edwards running third. Rich Vassar and Brad Boystow side by side in the battle for 4th place. Meanwhile, Bob Lajanis on a flat tire, limping down the backstretch. Now, it's Vassar now running in 4th. Lou Pryor moving up on the inside, trying to claim the number 5 spot. Vassar and Pryor touch, coming across the line, but they're both okay, and here comes Pryor to make his bid for 4th place. And Lou Pryor has it. All right, heading out of turn 4. It'll be 5 laps down and 20 to go. And Caruso looking good indeed. Brad Boissonneau tucks to the load room, trying to get under Rich Vassar. But Mr. Excitement holds him off that time. Here comes Boissonneau one more time, looking for 5th place. The number 36 is on the move. First-year Pro Stock driver Brad Boissonneau doing the job as he now comes off the turn. And as he had John Vassar, Bill Lawrence in the 99 looking to move up through the field. And plenty of heavy hitters right behind him. Down the backstretch they roar as our leaders continue to hold a wide edge. The top 3 spots really pulling away from the field. Lyle in 4th, Boissonneau 5th, Vassar 6th, Lawrence in 7th place in the 99.
Black flag's been shown. We couldn't tell exactly which driver at the line was given the black flag.
Eric Kearns in car 32 dropping off the pace. Off turn 4 they come, Caruso. First man across the line one more time. Trying to see. It looks like the 52 of Marino.
Marino's got some sheet metal hanging out by his car.
Didn't look like his own. It looked like it might be something that came off another car and is just hanging there. Now Marino's dropping off and heading into the pits. Tough break for him. He's running well. That's a real disappointment. Guy, and sure as many fans would like to see him in victory lane. Now, Vassar all of a sudden drops way off the pace in the Porter and Chester Institute number 10. Tom Byrne gets under him right now, and Byrne moves up a notch. Boissonneau now to the inside of Dave Etheridge, in for 3rd place. Willie Hardy sliding into the infield in the 42, backing his way onto the track. Let's see if he can roll it one more time, or is he stalled? No, he pulls away, so the green flag will stay out as Hardy tries to rejoin the field. And they go by him, and he goes a lap down. Willie Hardy spinning and losing a lap.
Boissonneau trying to close the gap on Anderson in the number 11 car, but Caruso just seems to be dialed in tonight. There's nobody anywhere near him.
And problems with Etheridge and Lawrence on the backstretch. And another car spinning, and that brings out a caution. Looked like 2 cars got hooked. Looked like Etheridge and Lawrence had got hooked. Sparks flew.
Just right behind him, and they'd like to be up there also.
And Lieutenant Vassar. Okay, here we go. Look for the restart. 12 complete, 13 to go, and we're back underway. Off turn 4 they roar, and Caruso does get the jump, but there's contact. Boissonneau and Anderson come together. And Green stays out momentarily anyway. Let's see what transpires with this one, as both cars try to work their way through the slick infield as dew starts to form now. They're sliding.
Anderson makes it through, but Boissonneau's got it turned around, and that's going to bring out the yellow flag. It's going to stop right there. The yellow was out. Well, it was evident that Caruso still got something left because he immediately jumped out. But the 2 guys that were right behind him we thought would give them the most problem. They came together big time and slid right across the front straightaway sideways.
12 laps shown as complete, and it's Caruso and Anderson now on the restart side by side. Here we go. Green flag flies one more time. And off the turn, it's Caruso. Shuffling up the deck behind him. And look out. Anderson all of a sudden falls off the pace. Tom Rossetti backs off as a result of that and loses about 3 positions in the 07. But still a long way to go now as we are at the halfway mark. 13 down, 12 remaining.
Back again. He's dominating. We got Vassar on the infield picking up some dust. Maintains control. Pryor running in 2nd place. No one seems to be able to overtake Caruso. Then Brino drops down to the inside. 0 car to take a look for
go as we cross the line. And Art Caruso building a big lead again. Keep an eye on Sylvester as he gets under Luke Pryor. And Sylvester has third place. Tom Bird follows behind him, and we have a caution for an incident in turn 4. Rich Vassar having a tough go of it here as he loses a right rear.
Yeah, I think he was losing that tire as during the last lap. That's why he spun off of turn 4, and now it's gone completely.
And you made contact with the 30. You can see the 30 going slowly down the backstretch, and we'll see it go. The 92 of Fern on the inside of the third row, and keep an eye on him. Here we go now, looking for the restart. They wind him up, and Caruso will try to set the pace one more time. Let's see if he can do it. No, it's Reno winning the foot race to the line.
Sylvester follows him around. He's on the outside, but Caruso leans on him, maintains second place, but it looked like he just bobbled for a second because Membrino went around him like he was anchored.
And look at Jensen in the 79 move up through the pack. He's really worked his way up very nicely. Bird on the outside now. And into the infield, it looked like the 36 of Boissonneau. Will he slide out into the traffic? Oh, no, it's the Manafort car, I believe. Correction, it might be the 79 of Jensen. Caution flies again, so Jensen brings out, and Jensen's going to bring it back to the pits.
This changes things completely. Art Caruso has been dominating this, and all of a sudden, Membrino just drove by him. Maybe he just didn't get the car in gear properly, or hesitated when he...
Here we go. We're going to green, despite the Jensen epic over here. Kenny Anderson got back just in time as our field heads for the line. A lazy green. So that brings out the caution again. Chris did not like what he saw. He lets the field go. Field starts to tighten up. The pace picks up. In goes our pace car. And get ready. Here we go. Membrino, a good jump on Caruso again.
Here comes Tony Sylvester down on the inside. He's in second place. Caruso says, I don't think so. He's still got some motor left in that car and goes around the outside of Sylvester and pulls up right alongside Membrino. Whatever it was that slowed him down that last restart, he seems to have gained it back.
And keep an eye on Fern in the 92 and the 07 of Tom Rosati. They're moving up quickly.
Membrino gets sideways, but Caruso's not able to take advantage. Whoa, he gets cars all over the place. Boom!
Fire under the hood of the 36. Look out.
Boissonneau took a hard hit that time, came across, and the 57 car came into him real hard. Luke Pryor's got some front end damage. Boy, these guys really got hooked up to it coming out of that turn. We were concentrating on the leaders, and by the time we looked up, there was cars all over the grass.
And you can see Denny Doyle, smoke pouring from the 31. He really got wrecked. Also, as did Boissonneau. That's really going to knock the tar out of this field as far as numbers go.
Todd Decatur's out of his car, number 57. He hit Boissonneau after coming off the wall. Todd's back of his car is pretty crunched up.
And the fire in the 36 taken care of.
Boissonneau's out of his car. He's okay. Boy, the doc's going to be worn out running around down there with this one.
Chaos for sure in the Pro Stock feature. Wow.
Hello.
Yes, Joe.
Okay, Brad ended up with a fuel line leak right here next to the fuel pump. Naturally, when the tire kicked in, it started a little fire. He's all right. He looks a little shooken up here right now. I took in some smoke, but he's doing fine.
Well, we're glad to hear that. Okay, Brad. Well done up until that point, so it's a tough loss for him to have to bow out of the competition. He was coming on strong.
Whatever he broke dumped a lot of fluid on there, right on the straightaway, just right near the entrance to the pits. And it appears as somebody broke a motor because their oil is all the way down the front straightaway. The Backus Motors crew is putting out speedy drive all the way down the front straightaway, so it might have been that Doyle popped the motor just coming out of turn 4 and nobody can get away from him.
Obviously that's the case because he's giving it up. All right, here we go. 12 cars to battle it out. Lazy green, so this is not going to be the starting lap. Well, we have to go another lap.
Okay, one more lap. We're going to try this once more. We had more cars in the heat race.
Peter Locke deliberately going in slowly to keep them backed up. Now Membrino gets the jump again. And we'll see if this one's for real.
A nasty color coming out there. Looks like the black flag. Oh boy. Let's see who's going to get it.
Off the turn, and let's see who's going to get it is right. Flag. Well, that's interesting.
Now, Tony Sylvester, number 39, is snuck up around everybody and currently is in the lead. He goes up high.
And here comes Tom Rosati, the 07, moving down under Sylvester. As they move into turn 4, who will it be coming out? It'll be the second lap on the black for Membrino.
It's official. Membrino brought out the black flag, so he might be in front, but Tony Sylvester, number 39, is actually the leader. Zotti's running second. Over in third. Caruso was dominating early on. It's all the way back to fourth place, and they're all bumper to bumper as we come down to the final laps. 5 more to go.
Rosati trying to get inside Sylvester, couldn't do it. Sylvester running a very tight line, and we're now going to caution. The Zero has not relinquished his supply. These drivers have been told in a drivers' meeting countless times about jumping on the restarts.
And they gave him 2 opportunities to tighten up his act, and you can see he's not a happy guy. They want him off the track. The light's out on the pace car, so that means we're going to go back to green here. Membrino's still arguing his case, but I don't think he's going to win this one. If those of you down front can read lips, we'd really like to know what he was saying.
And the caution comes out again. So, controversy reigns supreme here in the Pro Stock feature.
Tempers are definitely a little bit tight this evening. The guy sitting down and figures, well, gee, I survived all of those crashes. I managed to stay out of harm's way. I was leading coming out of the 4th corner, and now I'm black flag. Now we're interesting, waiting to see if they're going to let him start in the back of the pack. No, they're going to push him off the track. Well, I tell you, Marty, you got the crowd ain't with you right now, buddy. Well, I've seen just about everything. This is the first for me. I have not seen this before.
Well, the Chuck's Auto Wrecker will back up. Now Membrino puts the steering wheel back on. He said, okay, I'll do it myself.
No, he's still sitting there.
No, you know, you're not going to touch my car, he says, I guess.
Well, I don't know.
Well, our officials are moving out now, and Technical Inspector Ray Robinson will go over and talk to him. I'm sure he has some strong words, and I'm sure Membrino has some strong words right back.
Well, again, you know, after staying out of harm's way and driving as well as he did and getting to the front, to have something like this happen, but this is, the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
Membrino saga continues. He's out of the car, and I guess they're going to hook him up. And he's being led away. That's it.
Oh, this is not good.
Now, gentlemen, calm down, please.
Well, the 0 car is on the hook, and the driver's out, and I'm a little bit flabbergasted. I've never seen this type of activity. Marty Membrino is a real aggressive driver and a guy that runs hard, but this is...
Security, please, to the start-finish line. Security to start-finish line, please.
Well, I'll tell you, there'll be conversation about this for a long time, but it appears to decrease a little bit. For those of you that have never been here before, I've never seen this before. You know,
it's very, very infrequent. 11 cars left now, and still 5 laps remain.
Anderson pulls back out of the racetrack, the number 11 car.
All right, here we come. Good, clean start this time, and we're underway.
Caruso gets tapped at the start. He goes to the wall and gets tapped again. Mark Caruso was just totally dominating. This thing has been banged on each side of his car during this restart.
Sylvester, your leader, and Tom Byrne and Tom Rosati battle for the number 2 spot. And Byrne has it on the inside now. Tom moving up as at the line. It will be Sylvester, Byrne, Rosati, and Fran Marino.
Marino drifts wide. He's running without fenders on the other side. Still maintains 4th position. Byrne takes a look inside of Sylvester in the number 35 car, but Tony Sylvester drops down and closes the door.
Both these fellows up front have 1 win apiece. And once again, Sylvester holds off the challenge of Byrne. Now Tom Rosati said, look out, Mr. Byrne, I'm coming on. Here we go into turn 4, and Sylvester will come out with the lead with just 2 laps to go. Out of the turn, Byrne trying to climb back in to make a serious challenge. And Rosati just a little bit off the pace now. Jensen running in 4th place. Here they come. Who will it be on this final circuit? Byrne looks outside. Now will he dive again to the inside? No, Sylvester doesn't give him the opportunity. It's the final circuit. Down the backstretch. Sylvester, Byrne, Rosati, and Jensen. Byrne to the outside, trying to make a bid, but no, Tony Sylvester hangs on for victory number 2. Tony Sylvester taking down the victory. Just 2 weeks ago, he was in victory lane, and he'll be back there again tonight after that controversial feature. Our late model feature yet to come, as well as our Dare Division cars racing once again. But tonight, it's Tony Sylvester doing the job. And then we'll get him out of the car and ask for his comments. Tony?
Tony Sylvester is mustering a smile, but it seems to be taking a little bit more effort than he usually does. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, the laster, the guy who made it through, Tony Sylvester. That was wild out there.
Well, I feel sorry for the poor guys that got their car smashed up, but we've had enough damage to ourselves. And I got to thank the sponsors. I know you might sound boring and all that stuff, but if it wasn't for the sponsors, we couldn't be here. Bob Doran helped us out a lot. Todd White from Wyndham Financial came through. My brother did a wonderful job supplying some parts that we needed. Papa Bear over there. CB Fab builds a good motor. And Ever Marvin keeps setting this darn car up to go faster and faster. So the old fart, Ever Marvin, and the old fart there who does the motors, this is a win for all the old people who helped me this week. Rick Caffro, there's like too many to name. The Patio Restaurant. I thank you all, and I love you guys for sponsoring me. Donnie Moore, they're all here tonight.
You did it. You did a great job out there. What happened to Caruso? He just seemed to be driving away, and all of a sudden you guys were right on top of him. Did it seem like his car just started not hooking up or what?
Well, my car was loose most of the night, and I decided, a big gamble, me and Rick there, the crew chief, that we're going to put a ton of bite in this thing, and it's either going to get a real bad push, or we're going to stay, the tires on the car is going to stick there. So we kind of gambled, and we're off for hair, but the car is fast enough to win tonight.
You're here where it means where it's important, and congratulations once again, Tony.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Pro Stocks, Tony Sylvester.
You might have noticed that Tom Rosati has pulled into victory lane, and Tom is the winner, as voted by the media, of the CarQuest Quest for Success Award. So another $100 to Tom Rosati for his fine effort, working his way from the back of the field and into third place. Our congratulations to Tom on the CarQuest Quest for Success Award. All righty. Photographs of our Pro Stock winner, Tony Sylvester, and then we'll get underway with our late model feature for the evening. Matter of fact, let's sail right into the lineup right now so we can move along as quickly as possible into that feature once we clear victory lane. Really put the pedal down, and here we go. We're underway. Late model feature, 25 laps. Calvo with a big jump on Plumlee. One of the cars sliding through the infield, the 4 of Tom Butler, so he's way off the pace now. And I have a long way to go to get back into contention.
Probably got real sideways coming out of turn 4 onto the front straightaway. And he's trying to make up the ground that he lost. He's down on the inside. Whoa, working. We're swapping paint again. 4 abreast.
But the caution comes out as we still have a couple cars with screen of dirt flying in the air. Can't see what's quite going on over there.
See if we get the Doc over there. He's at a fast pace right now.
And Bazan. A little bumper tag as they head off turn 4, and we're underway. Here we go. This time, Trombley looks strong on the start, and he gets the lead. Into turn 1. Underneath is Jerry Kanopka, and he takes the second spot away from Sal Calvo. Nappy moves up now in the 33. Followed closely by Jim Peterson in the 17.
Boy, the high line is not the fast way around right now. All the guys in the bottom line were able to move up.
Nappy takes over third place from Peterson. Chuck Doherty looking for an opening in the 02 and find it at the moment. Safely through, and now the field starts to stretch out just a little bit.
Peterson looks to the inside to challenge for third position, and he's got it. Number 17 car moving into third.
So he recovers nicely after a bit of forward. Doherty fourth, Charlie Nappy fifth, and then there's the battle for the number 6 spot. 22 Foster getting under Mayberry. Here comes Adams in the 16 as Mayberry swings up high, loses ground. George Greco also getting under Mayberry now, and Mayberry's hung out to dry.
Meanwhile, Kanopka on the inside finds a fast way around. And our new leader, Peterson, number 17, tries to go quite a little with him. See, the complexion of the track has really changed because the bottom line is the fast way around. You get stuck to the outside, you're going to go back.
All right. Good battle going on for the number 3 spot now. Chuck Doherty down low is the man who takes that away from Trombley. Adams working his way up to join the lead pack. A bid for the lead. Here comes Peterson on the inside. And we have a new leader, Jim Peterson, taking over. Kanopka second, and it's Doherty in third place. Off the turn, and Peterson just a little bit of bobble.
Doherty right there. He's going to make a move for a second spot. No, he doesn't have the motor. Drops back in.
lap number 6. As they cross the line, it's still Peterson, Kanapka, and Doherty. George Greco working on Charlie Nappy now. And Greco takes over 6th place. Here comes Larry Vassar making his move. The number 78 moving from the back of the pack. Now challenging for 7th.
Peterson with a little bit of breathing room now as 2nd and 3rd swap paint. Kanapka gets on the outside, but can't get the motor to go around. Doherty holds off. And it's still less than a half a car length between them. Kanapka looks down on the inside once again. Doherty just leans on the gas all the way.
And Scott Foster making an impressive run for himself. The 22 moves into 4th place, and he'll move up to challenge. And it's Adams and Greco, followed by Vassar in the next 3 positions.
Vassar's moved all the way up to 18th position. Now running 5th over Doherty.
Brad Boissonneau dropping off the pace in the 2X. Off the 4th turn, 10 down and 15 to go now.
That time, Doherty took a look to the inside. He's real close to Peterson. Peterson's got problems. He thinks he's going to ride around and let Doherty stay behind him. He's setting him up. Knocked the falling off the pace just a little bit. And there's a challenge for 3rd spot. Foster drops down to the inside. Boy, they're laying some rubber down the racetrack. They're dragging those tires around the corner. And it's a challenge for your lead. Got Doherty in the old 2 car. Goes around Stevenson in the 17 car.
Peterson comes right back, though. Look at this. Doherty, Peterson, great battle for the lead. Off the turn, and look at Doherty burn that rubber. He's really doing the old dirt tracking style. Here comes Peterson back to challenge. Can he do it? Peterson on the inside, side by side at a turn 2. Great action down the backstretch. Who will it be? We're up to the halfway mark, and who will be our halfway leader? Here they come off turn 4. Leaning on one another. At the line, it's still Doherty.
Look at his 3rd, 5th, 3rd, 6th place. Foster has moved up into 3rd place. He's got all kinds of cover.
Here comes Larry Vassar moving up a notch. He's now running in 6th place. Once again, the Doherty-Peterson duel continues. Both doing some rim riding as they come out 4. They're both putting everything into this one. Doherty's been in victory lane many times before. Peterson has not. So let's see how this one works out. Here we go. A duel before the number 4 spot. George Greco gets under Bim Adams and moves into 4th.
Foster seems to be falling up the pace just a little bit. I would say whatever rubber was left on the surface of the tires, these guys are burning them off. Doherty needs a little bit more power.
Battle for that 2nd spot, Foster and Peterson.
Foster with the advantage. He holds on and look, it's right behind him. Shark.
And Greco taps the rear bumper of the 17 of Peterson. Lets him know he's right there. Caution flag. Turn 4. All right, we're ready for action one more time. Here we go. Keep an eye on the start. We'll keep an eye on the starter stand for you. Keep an eye on the action, and there's the green flag. We're back underway. Doherty, your leader, resumes the lead. A little shuffling behind him. And we're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Look out. So far, so good. Larry Vassar makes a little contact with Scott Foster. Now Vassar ducks to the low side. A bid for 4th place, and he takes it away from Foster. A couple cars coming together down the backstretch, and debris is flying everywhere. Off the Barry Metcalf car. He pulls away. Let's see if he brings the debris with him or not.
Well, Greco has made a move on Peterson, who's now running in 2nd spot. And there's the yellow flag.
And we understand there's a big bumper laying in between turns 3 and 4. You can see the field scrambling around it.
It's been hit by a couple of cars, too.
Well, we saw what a masterful job Bob Potter did with a loose race car earlier. He managed to hang on to that lead. Now here we go with the restart. Oh, and they look good as they come off 4. Doherty once again out in front. Look at the battle for the number 3 spot. Greco and Vassar side by side. Here comes Peterson in a bid for the lead again. Meanwhile, 3 abreast behind him.
Jim Adams gets underneath now. Oh, boy, this is going to be wild. 3 cars.
Vassar gets sideways, loses several spots. And boy, I tell you, tight quarters.
Jim Adams comes out of that one. Third place. Boston now back to 4th. And look at that tire smoke. Vassar stuck to the outside, just driving around these cars where no one else could.
Jerry Konopka got a little sideways, and that opened the door for Vassar, and he took advantage of it as Vassar now runs 6th. All right, we'll have 5 to go when they cross the line. It's Doherty closely followed by Peterson, Adams, Foster, and Greco. Into turn 1, 3 cars side by side there. Mayberry gets the shuffle and pushed to the outside groove. Now our top 6 running pretty much nose to tail. And folks, when they come to the line, we'll have just 4 to go.
Doherty with a bit of an advantage now, about 3 car lengths. Peterson now with some company. Jim Adams right on his bumper.
And up in between turns 1 and 2, contact between Hill and the 97 of McLean, who is in a precarious spot. And another caution.
To give Peterson 1 more.
So get ready for more racing action. 4 laps to go. A tightly bunched field, and boys, don't get over exuberant here. Play it cool. Doherty gets the edge on the restart, and Peterson gets shuffled back to 2nd place. Jim Adams and Scott Foster touch. They're both okay. Now Adams challenges Peterson for 2nd and takes it over. Now Adams will set sail for our leader, Doherty. Meanwhile, Foster moves on to Peterson. Larry Vassar now running in 5th place. 3 laps to go. Here comes a bid for the lead. Jim Adams trying to work his way under Doherty. Can't quite do it that time. Peterson gets sideways in the 17. Does it again. He's really giving it all he's got in the number 17. Doherty, Adams, Foster, Peterson, and Vassar. That's your top 5. All of a sudden, Sentarski drops off the pace, and the 82 of Lozano goes spinning into the infield. And look at the battle for 4th place. Here comes Larry Vassar out of the pack. He and Greco come together. They rub. White flag, 1 lap to go. Doherty still hanging on to that lead over Adams. Down the backstretch, the battle now is for the number 4 spot. It looks good for Doherty as they come off turn 4. Chuck Doherty heading for the line. He's got the win over Jim Adams. Scott Foster next. And George Greco in 4th place. 5th place, too close to call. We'll wait for the official word from our scorers. But for Chuck Doherty, first win in a long, long time. And you can bet he's win here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Of course, that's unofficial. But right now, Chuck is smiling, and let's see if it holds up that way for him. The John Slozak Insurance Enfield Motorsports car, and Chuck, a happy man in victory lane. Congratulations from John Mayberry to him. And we'll head over to the victory stand, and Tony Sutton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the late models, Chuck Doherty. That was a great ride. it seemed like, you know, you started in 12th place. I mean, did the car seem to get better as you went along, or did the other guys start to slow down, or what?
To be honest with you, it felt like it was going away, but I guess they were going away a little more than we were. The car felt like it was real loose, so I started running high in the corner, make the turns a little wider, and it worked out.
Bim Adams was all over you the last couple of laps. Did the restarts help you, or did they shake you up a little bit?
They made me nervous at first because I wasn't sure if we'd be able to hold them off, you know, but as it turned out, they were real gentlemen out there. The races here have been great lately. Bim was real good on me. I was a little slow getting in. The guys were pretty good, but we could turn around, and once we headed out, we were okay. But it's great to be back in Victory Lane at Stafford, and I'd like to thank Bruce and Shirley Miller at Enfield Motorsports for all their support, Slowzik Insurance, and TA Engines.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the late model class, Chuck Doherty.